there, I'm Anna Williamson, back with you for the National Lottery Extra. Now, coming up, I've got the latest news from Lottery HQ, and it's a good causes bonanza throwing the spotlight on several National Lottery projects that you've helped support, including one that could do with your vote in this year's National Lottery Awards. Throw in tonight's all-important live Lotto draw, and you've got yourselves a veritable feast. So let's crack straight on, shall we, with Lottery Latest. Now, anyone can win with Lotto and do whatever they want with their winnings, well within reason. I mean, I won't say what I'd do, but let's just say it involves a hang glider, a bowl of custard and a 1970s era Tom Jones. Google him and thank me later in the comments. Yeah, nice. Someone else who could win, but hopefully won't, is musician James Blunt. Let's take a look why in our latest TV ad.
I want to reach out to the ordinary people of this country and say, hey, you may look painfully ordinary on the outside, but on the inside, you're beautiful. Probably. So I've developed technology to communicate with people through their mirrors.
You're beautiful.
You're beautiful.
Oh. You're beautiful.
It's hard to overstate how much it would mean to the average person to get a visit from me. I mean, look, it's James Blunt.
Hello, you. You're beautiful.
I just need one big Lotto win.
Hi there.
And since there's been over 140 millionaires since October, well, things are looking...
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Anyone can win with Lotto. Please, don't let it be him.
Beautiful. I know. And from one winner to another, last week, Jeremiah Johnson from Huntingdon was celebrating a whopping £250,000 win on a Super 7 scratch card from Game Store. Now, he scratched it in front of the TV and admits he wasn't paying much attention to either until he noticed he'd won. Don't forget that every National Lottery game you play helps good causes across the UK. One of which is the HMS Caroline, which I'm going to tell you about in just a second. It's kind of like we'd planned this. But first, here's a reminder that if you want to hear more about National Lottery projects, or of course our lucky winners, then leave us a comment or check out national-lottery.co.uk for more life-changing stories. Now, 2014 to 2018 marks a centenary commemoration of World War I, and as part of this, the Heritage Lottery Fund has granted £11.5 million to the preservation of one of the last surviving ships from the Battle of Jutland. Let's take a look.
This is one of the most important objects that remains from the First World War. This ship fought the Battle of Jutland. It has survived to this day. It tells a very, very important story. And the fact that it's based in Belfast, it allows the people of Belfast to really discover and explore that story for themselves. This is the largest ever grant to Northern Ireland, so it's a very exciting day. The money is for the conservation of the ship, first and foremost. A second key element will be the telling of the story, the development of the interpretation, looking at the various stories from the Battle of Jutland through the intervening periods, the Second World War story and the importance of this ship in terms of the Battle of the Atlantic, and the story that really takes us up to this day.
It is fantastic that with the help of the Lottery Fund, we are now on the edge of a restored, fabulous vessel with a fabulous history, the only one of its kind in the world.
The importance of Caroline is that of all the 250 ships that fought in the Battle of Jutland, you're standing on the only survivor, and therefore she is truly an iconic vessel. The fact that it's been in Northern Ireland for almost 100 years really allows the people of Belfast, the people of Northern Ireland, and the people of Ireland ultimately to really enjoy her.
Now, this year's National Lottery Awards has begun its annual search to find the UK's favourite lottery-funded projects. Now, lottery players like you raise £36 million each week for projects all across the UK, and the awards highlight how that funding has changed the UK for the better. There are 7 awards categories reflecting the different types of projects that benefit from National Lottery funding: arts, education, environment, health, heritage, sport and charity and voluntary. You can vote for your favourite project at lotterygoodcauses.org.uk/awards, and to help you decide, over the next 4 weeks we'll be taking a look at some of the nominees, starting with these 3 projects.
One, and then I moved to 65 to be near Paul and my dad, who were in 68.
They are immersed in the history and the time, and it just makes it so much more real to them.
I'm very grateful for that the lottery funds this, because we haven't learned a lesson yet at all, and I think younger generations should know about it.
First-hand testimony is the most important thing, but this is the nearest we think we can get to it. This is really the first of its kind in Europe. So all of this is very clever, 7 separate computers, a laser projector, and this will enable us not just to show 3D images of our survivors, but to ask them questions and for them to answer.
I'm Jack Neville, I'm 92 years old and I teach on a voluntary basis at Littleton Green School. I'm not normally a very lonely person, but I do get fed up being by myself. I spoke to a friend of my daughter's and she said, "You want to go to school and teach the children to read?" But I eventually rang Age UK and they sent me to Littleton Green School. The best thing about it is that really for me it gets me out of the house. But the second best thing, I just adore being with the children, and I hope they do feel the same about me as well. Well, I would say that anybody who's not got anything to do during the day or has a few spare hours, please go along to your local school and volunteer. And once you read with children, you won't want to give it up.
The libraries have always traditionally been somewhere where you had to be quiet. The traditional reasons why people came to libraries are dying out. Something like the performance work gives new life to the libraries and hopefully take the libraries forward into the future.
I have a letter here for Ethan's dad, local history room, St Helens Central Library.
And you're the librarian?
I think you're confusing me with my sister.
I feel it's bringing an audience who wouldn't get to see any kind of performance. It's equally as rewarding for the performer and for the audience. I'm not in a very good mood because my other half has done nothing but complain about my snoring. In the end I said, "I'll tell you what, you drive."
I think if you just take a quick look at the audience today, this is definitely the way forward.
It's good. Thank you very much.
I'm sure you'll agree, super inspiring stuff. And just head to lotterygoodcauses.org.uk/awards for more on all the nominees and importantly to cast your vote. Now, it's the moment you've all been waiting for, I know. It's tonight's live Lotto draw. Now, every draw gives you 2 chances to be a millionaire thanks to the life-changing jackpots and the millionaire raffle. And don't forget those 20 additional raffle prizes of £20,000. Well, that's it from me for this week, but of course I'll be back again next week at 8:30 for another National Lottery Extra. And in the meantime, it's good luck.
Welcome to Wednesday's Lotto Draw and Millionaire Raffle. This draw is taking place in front of an independent adjudicator, and we're live every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. So this is the first place to see if you're a winner. Tonight's Lotto triple rollover jackpot is an estimated £11.1 million. Let's start the draw. 46. 56. 21. 19. 10. 45. 2. And the bonus ball, 2. Those numbers again in ascending order. 10, 19, 21, 45, 46, 56. And the bonus ball, 2. The winning millionaire raffle numbers were drawn earlier in front of an independent adjudicator. Check nationallottery.co.uk to see if you're a winner of £20,000. But first, see if you're our guaranteed UK millionaire. Here's tonight's £1 million winning raffle number. That was Wednesday's Lotto draw and millionaire raffle. You can watch Saturday's draw live on BBC One. And we'll see you back here live at 8:30 p.m. for next Wednesday's live Lotto draw. Bye for now.